Hi, this is Lady Lex UK, and here is another look at the Media Molecule Dreams by Play and Like Percentage. We've gone through quite a lot of these. Last time we did this block of 10 here, this line and this line. So that takes us to this. So this is 5, 10, 15. This is 20 to 1. I'm not going to be playing all of these because a lot of these in here, surprisingly, are the video introductions that are part of the game. When you first come to Dreams, there are some video pieces, some animated sections explaining Dreams and what you can do in it. And these were launched, I believe, to the demo version of Dreams, so that's why they're here. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had access to them. And people were thumbing them up. They're not games. We'll play maybe some of them, but it's not going to take long to get through these, I don't think. Anyway, so we'll get to the end here. This is number 20, which is Vector Majoris by Media Molecule. An asteroid harvesting outpost under attack. Are you brave enough to save it? Not a lot of science fiction made by anybody, really. It's amazing. You would have thought there'd be more of this in Dreams than there is. This is an excellent arcade shooter. 3D. It's got such sense of depth. I appear to have avoided the enemy. There we go. So I've got to try and shoot. I've got 5 enemies remaining. It is not easy, and I apologise if everybody's starting to feel a bit dizzy. There we are, I'm dead. It's a difficult one. I'm not very good at this game at all. I love the way it looks, though. I'm not surprised this is a popular game, and it was an early one as well. Made right at the very beginning during early access. It's got a lot going for it. I really do like the way it looks. But like I say, I'm rubbish. It has a very Star Warsy feel to it as well. You can easily convert this into a Star Wars game. Make the ships look more in keeping. But I haven't managed to shoot a single one yet. At least I haven't plowed into any of these asteroids, but come on now. The thing I'm trying not to do is get outside the zone, because that kills you, and it's really easy to get outside the zone and then an enemy is locked on behind me. I don't know what I've got to do. Got to go around. Okay. Come on. Got one! And promptly died. Oh no! Back to the beginning. Damn it. Anyway, there we go. That's Vector Majoris. I think it's really good. 37,000 thumbs up. It's got a 120,000 dreamers. So it's interesting. It's not got as many thumbs up as I think it deserves. I don't know quite. I think a lot of people don't thumb up Media Molecule things as they would do if it was a dreamer that had made this. But for non-molecule creations, they'll thumb it up, and with a molecule one, they'll think, oh well, you know, they should know what they're doing. I don't need to thumb it up or something. I don't know what the process is, what people's thought processes are, but I do feel that Media Molecule stuff doesn't get as much interest. So this game, Vector Majoris, it's got a 30.88% like ratio, which is pretty good. And then we move on to the Dreams Workshop introduction. A short video to welcome you to the Dreams Workshop, where you'll go to learn more about dream shaping. This is one of the things that you're forced to watch. And I don't know what everybody else thinks about this, but I absolutely hate the theming, the way it's presented. I mean, it makes, I mean, just this picture, you can see a kid's game. Dreams is not a kid's game. Dreams is very complicated and not going to appeal to children necessarily. And because they've themed it, well, let me show you. I think that's the best thing, is to show you.
So, you want to learn the ropes of dream shaping, but you don't know where the tools are on the shelf. Or
there you are, little boy. You want to play dreams. Well, here are some tools. It's like, oh, God.
how to use that intriguing gadget. Or you want to know what that strange contraption over there does. Dream crafters, assist us. Hello, architect. Hello, engineer.
Hello, Queenie.
Why are we squirrels?
Why indeed? Why are they squirrels? This is the thing that I think Dreams Media Molecule made a huge mistake with. Make it a proper tool for proper people making proper dreams. Don't turn it into this child-friendly thing with squirrels and brightly coloured shapes and everything. It's horrendous. Anyway, I'm not play any more of that. I think it was a misstep. I think others agree with me. It doesn't represent what Dreams actually is. When you look at what people are creating, this doesn't really sit well. The pink and purple thing is in your face. You can tell by the Media Molecule stuff. Look how much pink and purple is here. Maybe too much pink and purple? I don't know. Anyway, next we have Hammer Panic. Now, unfortunately, I can't really play this one. It's a 2-player game. I'll show you. You need 2 controllers. I only have 1 controller for my PlayStation. So even if I did have somebody here that could sit and play with me, I don't have 2 controllers. So I can't really do this. But it's a nice little game if you've got friends that can come over and you've got 2 controllers. The idea is to smash things up and get points for smashing things up. Let's chase this. There we go, got one. The idea is to break things up, knock things down, get points. And the person with the target of 14 points first is the winner. And that's this mini game. There's more mini games to follow, but obviously without somebody else to play, and there is no AI option on this, unfortunately. So I won that round, and now we're on this one where it's a sort of football game. You've got to get the balloon in the goal, which even on my own is a bit difficult. So there you go. There's multiple games. It's really difficult to show you because I haven't got, like I say, I haven't got a companion to play it with me. But have a check of that. It's okay. A lot of thumbs up on this one. Lots of thumbs up. 101,000. We're getting into really big numbers here. But it's played by 321,000 dreamers. So a popular one, this. Played by a lot of people. It's got a 31.83% like ratio. So cool. Here's another introduction look. They don't have many thumbs up, you notice. 4,000 thumbs up. But they're played by a few dreamers. So that's why these numbers are high for these levels. Right, here's another showcase. Welcome Garden. They did an awful lot of stuff for this. We've already seen Welcome Garden before now. Here's another level. This one is explaining various different obstacle courses to show off the different elements that they've added to the game. Surface types, how footsteps sound different in different areas and things like that. And we've got a little obstacle course here showing off some of the platforming elements that they've released for the game. So let's not get into the holes. Yeah. So it's interesting, this idea of writing on the sizes and everything to show you the distances involved if these were real people and what have you, and how where you place things in your platforming games make it easy or more difficult. Now, unfortunately, because a lot of these things were made by Media Molecule with these measurements in place, a lot of people just put those into their game without removing the measurements, and I hate that. The idea was just to show you the distances and put them in, not for you to just copy and paste Media Molecule's item and just stick it in and that's it. I've used the jump distances here to make a platforming challenge. The hardest ones are on the most direct routes. The player has to choose speed or safety. And it's not that difficult. But there you go. And then we have this firing thing. And again, I see people use this in their platforming games or in their 3PSs and things without altering it in any way. All of these things can be adapted and changed and edited and remixed. So they don't have to look like this. You can make them look like anything. I mean, I changed this, I think, to look like a plant, a bit like Plants vs Zombies, a bit, something like that, firing out seeds. So I mean, you can do all sorts of things with this. You don't have to leave it as it is, and a lot of people do. They just cut and paste, and that's it. But there's a lot of interesting things in this showcase. It's a good demonstration of what you can do when you're making a platform, the different things that you can do, different shapes and layouts that you can add to your game. I just wish people were a little bit more inventive. There are, of course, some really great platformers in Dreams where people have been inventive and created their own things. So I'm not saying that all platformers just dump this stuff in without much thought, because that isn't true. There is some great platformers, but the vast majority of people who use the Welcome Garden kit to make stuff just put them down and don't do anything with them, which I think is a shame, because part of the fun of Dreams for me is the adapting and the changing and the doing. Right, so next up then, next line of 5, we have the game. This is Art's Dream, an interactive movie-length musical story showcasing some of what's possible in dreams. Help Art navigate a surreal dream world, fighting his demons to reunite with his band. Along the way, find hidden prizes you can use in your own creations. Now, the prize elements of this has been absolutely it's been removed. There are no prize bubbles anymore. So the whole stick that this game is collecting hidden prizes to use in your creations, and you had to play this game in order to get them, in order to use them, because they weren't available in kit form elsewhere. That's gone out the window. I think I assume they released all the prizes because so people could use them, but maybe put them in a kit one. I'm not actually sure what they did. They removed prizes though, so They're no longer there. So it's a bit of an odd thing to do, really. It was an odd thing to add, but I mean, I think moving from Little Big Planet to this, it was a sort of a hangover. But yeah, I don't know whether I like Artstream or not. It's not that long. You can go through it in about 2 hours. It's not a particularly long game, and it is slightly odd. They're trying to create different scenes with different feels and different genres. Some of it is a bit childish, some of it less so. There's also a really dark story with this character, which isn't child friendly. So it's a bit of an odd mixture. I sort of think I like it, but this sequence is very popular with people. But there's something very creepy about these characters.
No, bro. Let me on. My dragon's in there.
Dragon? No dragons here. Only passengers. With tickets.
The thing is, there's something unpleasant about the character you're playing.
Come on, lip brush. Just step aside and let me on.
I'll have you know I'm a very important part of the transport system, sir.
I mean, he's rude, isn't he?
Is that a moustache? Or have your eyebrows come down for a drink?
Excuse me? I've won Mustache of the Year 7 years in a row. What's your claim to fame?
Wow, is there any way you could be more annoying?
I sympathize with your simple mission. To come on board and ride, but listen. At some point, we all reach rock bottom. A need to ask for that little token. That golden ticket to get on board.
Tickets, please, tickets, please, tickets, please, tickets, please.
What's up with you with your long face? It seems to me you're most displeased.
So,
Don't be unkind.
the
It's out of
game
place,
element-
so clap your hands and slap your knees. I see you want to get on board.
It's
I'll
to
chew you
collect
up
these
your
prize
sad disease.
bubbles.
Stop being grumpy, oh my lord, and give me all your tickets.
Tickets, please, tickets, please, tickets, please, tickets, please.
There's just one thing I'm looking for. Tickent.
So they used to
Where
have
have you
prizes
been?
in
You
them.
look a mess. I'm sorry, it is mean to tease. And though you're lost, I must aggress. Your suit's got holes about the knee. What happened to you, music man? Your hat's all broke, you smell of cheese. Try be happy if you can, and give me all your tickets.
Tickets, please, tickets, please, tickets, please, tickets, please.
There's just one thing I'm looking for. Tickent. Tickets, please.
I have no ticket. If I did, I would. Where the sun don't shine. And banjos really do my head in. Ugh!
See what I mean? He's not a very nice character that you're playing. It's quite aggressive unnecessarily. I mean, that man's only doing his job, so it's a bit rubbish. So,
Lost property. Or as it's otherwise known, free stuff. This is my suitcase.
so
Layla gave this to me. Birthday present. I never got her anything.
and there is this prize bubble, secret one. So you're collecting prize bubbles, and because the prize bubble, I can't speak. Prize bubbles are no longer a thing. I don't even know if this makes sense to anybody to play. But there's lots of really nice things
Strings.
in here. I mean, Media
Hello, and these might
Molecule,
come in handy.
again with the purple though, does make you feel a bit sort of like you've fallen into a box of dairy milk chocolate. Anyway, there's Artstream. It's a very long thing, and there's lots of different things, different types of genre of game in there. I think you have to play it. I mean, if you've got Dreams, you have to play it, and you can see by the numbers. 727,000 dreamers. This for me is the number of players in Dreams. Now, the number of people who have Dreams, who actually own it, is a bigger number than this. So this is how many people have played Art's Dream, and as this is the main game, the one that came with the game, the one that everybody was waiting for, Media Molecule. There was a pause between early access and releasing the game. They still hadn't completed this game. They needed to complete this game before they could release it, and they needed it on day one. So there was a delay. So this was the main game. This was the thing they were working on for a long time. So you would think everybody would play it because it's the game that comes with Dreams. But you can see that number, 727,000 dreamers. This is the play base for Dreams. It's not even 1 million people. And now if we look at, let me just go into dream shaping. Let's look for Dream Queen. There she is. This is how many people, because everybody is a follower of Dream Queen. This is how many people actually have dreams. 3,523,301. This is the base. So you can see the player base and the base of dreamers is widely different. So if you think, oh God, there's 3 million people in Dreams and only 5 people have played my game, it's a disaster. It's like, yeah, but it's not as bad as you think it is because the player base is less than 1 million. So the most played Dream, played by the most people, is Art's Dream. There isn't any other Dream in the Dreamverse that has more plays than that. And it is less than 1/3 of the people that have Dreams. So you can see the problem with Dreams is not the creations, it's not that there aren't people with the game, it's the fact that people don't play. And that is the main issue, is that there's not enough people playing what people are creating. There are creators in there creating, complaining that everybody's playing their games, but they're not playing anybody else's. And that has always been the big sticking point with Dreams. The chances that you're going to get, if you get 250,000 people playing your game, you are doing an extraordinary amount. And you're only going to get that sort of number if you released it in sort of 2020. The highest newest game, so 2023, we're talking 181,000 plays, so less than 200,000 for a game in 2023. For 2024 it's lower than that, and 2025 it's even lower than that, and so we're getting down to a point where it's only a few thousand people who are actually playing this. They're creating stuff. There's people creating stuff, and I have no way of knowing how many people do that. But how many people are playing is very low, and that's always been a problem for Dreams. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. Sustainable Farming Playground by Media Molecule. Another green game jam let's all be kind to the environment, Media Molecule thing. There was a game jam around this, and there was a few games and creations made. So this one is teaching us about sustainable farming. So, not a game. It's an interactive experience. It's a walking sim of sorts. You're learning about biodiversity and sustainable farming. Grow your own food. Sustainable energy, renewables, wind, tidal and geothermal. I mean, I like the revealing of stuff as we go. And the environments and everything are very nice. This is a lovely greenhouse. Let's go in. I think that's it, isn't it? Give it a go. Explore the sustainable farming kit and try out some of these ideas in your own creation. So there's a kit, sustainable farming kit. There was a game jam around green gardening and stuff like that. So that was just a little teaser to that. So that's what it is. Nice trees, interesting. That painterly effect thing. Some of the things in that kit were rather nice. Right, moving on. Treasure hunt. Solve puzzles and overcome platforming challenges to reach every last piece of hidden treasure. Now, this is the treasure hunt kit. We've seen a game very similar to this previously. In fact, I think this was the image. Right, I said earlier, this wasn't even the game that we played. This is the game that was that image. It's a very similar game again. It's a timed platforming collection quest. Okay, I've got 13. I obviously need more than that. I've gone up here and I should have done. Is she gonna die? Yeah, she can't fall down there. You can see that all of these, the blocks and it's showing off the kit pieces, the platforming pieces for your game. But we've played one like it before, so it isn't that much different. I think that was the first one of this type that they made. Not a huge amount of thumbs up. 40,000 Dreamers played it. But we are getting nearer and nearer to the top Media Molecule games in terms of popularity. I bet you thought it would be Artstream, but it's not. So this is Feeling of Time. This is another one of their ecological games, and it's another one of the pick up the rubbish on the beach style games. It's a shame that they made so many of these. So we have a beach covered in tyres and rubbish. You have a gun, so you can shoot the well, you can collect the rubbish by pressing triangle, and R2 will shoot out a seed. So that you can grow things in the place of all the rubbish. The idea is to clear up the rubbish and plant a load of trees on the beach. Trees don't generally grow on the beach. Sandy soil's not conducive to feeding trees, but hey. I guess this is fantasy. I quite liked this game when I first saw it, but as the time goes past and you've been playing more interesting things that Media Molecule have made and other people have made, even this ecological stuff. There's more interesting things than this game. But there you go, that's all you do. You just pick up all the tyres and the black bags and everything and plant some trees until the whole thing is blooming. And that's it. That's the game. Not that exciting, I must say. However, it would put people liked it at the time. And this is 33.47%. And it's VR as well. It's a VR game. VR had its day for about 3 weeks, and then that was it. There's very little VR being made in Dreams. There's very few people with VR sets that actually play Dreams, so it was never a big deal. This is another platforming thing from another kit. This is the Welcome Home kit. We've got this little bird here, little chick. There's that kitchen set here, tables and chairs and stuff. Again, we got prize bubbles, which no longer mean anything. This is a little fun game to play. There's some timing elements in it. How do I get through there? I can't remember. Maybe I can't get through there. No, there's a time thing here, so you got to collect all of these before the timer runs out. These are nice. It's a nice kit of like the style of it's quite nice for people to make things, and people make a lot of animations and stuff using this kit. Though it's interesting, I see the bed I made much more often than I see Media Molecules one, which is odd, but there we go. So it's I think this is a 2020 game. Am I right in saying that? Oh, 2019. It's weird because look, there's a COVID molecule, except COVID didn't exist when they made this game, so ooh, spooky. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this game. It's very similar to the other platformy things that they made, timed things, prize bubbles to collect that are no longer prize bubbles. It's okay. It's okay to play. It's sort of fun, but moving forward with more interesting things to play, I don't think that's all that exciting. 34%, 34.45. Here's the initial video again, and then we have the dream shaping introduction, and then we have the dream surfing introduction, element scenes and dreams introduction, all of these little videos liked by the demo crowd. And then we have Please Hug Me. Now, I have never understood the appeal of this. Made in 2018, so this was before early access. This was the beta. You are a block with arms. They are cones. You walk towards them and they all back off from you until you are left alone. They don't want to hug him, probably because he squeezes too hard. It zooms out. He is all alone. Poor Square. He just wanted a hug, and now he didn't get one. That's it. And that is literally it. 126,000 thumbs up for that. Why? Dan Castro? I'm sure everybody, when they saw that, thought, oh, this is cute. But, I mean, 126,000 thumbs up, cute. I don't get it. But, I mean, maybe somebody can tell me in the comments, what am I missing here? Does this do something for you? that it does absolutely nothing. It leaves me cold. Does this somehow make you feel something? I don't know. I am a cold woman who doesn't get the feel-good factor of this game. This very short, completely pointless, interactive thing. Right, okay. Ancient Temple game. This was released in 2019, so this is early access again. This was to advertise the Ancient Temple kit. Ancient Temple kit used a lot. It's a really nice kit. It came with a showcase level, and this little platformer, and one of my favourite kits. I think it's a really nicely made kit. It does have some issues. As people have pointed out, Media Molecule tend to make props that look good but are quite heavy in terms of memory capacity. A lot of these, as you can see, they are shapes and then they've got drawing elements on top to give them texture and interest. But by doing it that way, every object is basically two objects, which obviously adds to the memory usage. And although this level is a decent size and they got lots of it in, if you want to make a really big level, you probably want to use Media Molecule's props as is. So you probably want to adapt them a bit to make them slightly less memory heavy. I mean, they look lovely, don't get me wrong. And like I say, this level shows you that you can make a decent sized level using them. It's not a deal breaker by any stretch of the imagination, but I think sometimes you want to add things to a game that are quite memory heavy, and putting in Media Molecule props is not the best idea, because they, like I say, they're 3 or 4 or 5% each, as opposed to ones that you make yourself where you can make them 1% and therefore can use more of them. Not true for all of them, obviously. They're very varied. But again, there's price bubbles in here. I don't know if you noticed. Again, no longer a thing. And there we are, exit reached. And that's the fastest I've ever done it. Look at that. Probably because I just went on and did it and didn't stand around and gawp. Right, so there we go. 43,000 thumbs up for that one. 108,000 dreamers played it, had a look. Right, here's another video. Community Jam introduction. Now, this is a weird one. Now, when I did this list, I went through all the dreams, and Little Big Cosmos, Minima 451, was there as a dream. It had 6,883 likes, 16,763 plays, with a 41% play like ratio. And when I came to make this collection in order to play through them, I couldn't find it. I could not find this game anywhere as a dream. It had gone, disappeared. Now, it is possible Media Molecule has deleted the dream, but I didn't think they were doing anything with dreams at all between the time that I did the list and the time I made the collection. I mean, we're only talking 2 or 3 weeks. So it's a bit of an odd one. I don't even... but it's not there. I can't find it. It's not there. The dream itself, as a scene, is there. It's this. So I have put this in. Though, of course, this is only got 74 thumbs up. It's not the one. So I have put it in because it was one of the highest rated games that they made. But the dream itself is gone, which is strange. I don't know why that would have happened. Nothing else seems to have disappeared. Just this. Which is odd, to say the least. Now, this is a thing. Lots of people have asked about how to do this particular effect. Now, I don't know if this is remixable. Is it remixable? I'm not sure. This is a game on a ball, on a planet. So the gravity keeps you down, so to speak, and you can go around the planet as a ball. There is another game that does this. It was made by a dreamer. This one, by Media Molecule, you've got to do various different missions. So you've got to scan a big yellow flower, bounce on a dotted mushroom, and feed the creature as your 3 missions. And then there it gives you access to other planets, and you go around like that. I quite like this game. I don't understand where the dream has gone, what has happened there, but it's not on their list anymore. It just disappeared. Something happened. Very strange. But you can still play it, because here it is. There's a scene. There's a spotted mushroom. Have I got bounce on that? How do I bounce? How do I go up? I'm searching apparently. I'm trying to find the jump button. Oh, it's not that one. X? No. So how do I jump? Maybe I've got to do the other things first. Where's the yellow flower? I mean, like I say, there's lots of things in here, little missions to do, and it's fun. But there you go. I'll leave it. And it compares differently to this. This is the second most popular by plays and likes. This is Burgerotti and Stagehand. It's an interactive thing made by Aardman Animations, the people that made Wallace and Gromit. They gave them... There was quite a few moments when they were advertising Dreams early on, where they went to other developers, the games developers, and asked them to make whatever they were advertising at the time in Dreams. You can look some of those up. It's quite interesting. And occasionally they had guests in that would make stuff. There's a Ratchet and Clank level made by the people that made Ratchet and Clank in Dreams, which is really interesting, using Ratchet and Clank character models and music and everything that was put in by other dreamers. So it's almost it's a very difficult line that Media Molecule have got when they invite developers to make their characters and things in Dreams, and yet then tell you, by the way, don't infringe on other people's copyrights and make characters from other games in Dreams, and yet they've got people invited in to do just that. But I mean, of course, they own it; it's their thing. But then they're using Dreamers' creations, Dreamers' copyright infringing character models to make their probably not infringing because they own Ratchet and Clank's game. It's a really weird, confusing situation, which just confuses the whole copyright thing and what you're allowed to do in Dreams. Now, Aardman, they've made something unique for Dreams. That there's no copyright things. They didn't make a Wallace and Gromit level. Although I'm sure if they'd wanted to, there's plenty of Wallace and Gromit character models in Dreams they could have used. But anyway, they made a operatic burger. So you possess this stage hand, hence the joke, he's a hand. And then we... I can't turn it back the other way. Okay. I mean, burger, 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 when it's said over and over and over again, starts to sound like something else. Yeah. Great. Fabulous. Okay, so it sort of shows up the animation options on Dreams that you can make. Simply, I don't know how long they took to make that. I don't really know what to say. 44.92. That's the highest we've seen so far. There's only one more that beats it. Is that really better than Art's Dream? Is that really better than Vector Majoris that we've seen today? Is it really better than All Hallows Dreams and all the community levels within? Is it? Is it? Is it really? Yeah. No. I don't think so. Is it cute? I guess. Is it particularly good? I don't know. There are better animations in the Dreamiverse than that. So I don't know. I don't know quite. It's a weird... You get weird lists when you do a play-like percentage. It is fascinating. Right, so here. This is the most popular of Media Molecule's creations. They made this on a train. This is Comic Sans. In 2018, they traveled across America from Chicago to San Francisco on a train. They had laptops with them, lots of equipment, and they made this in Dreams and put this into a game jam. The style of it is very interesting, and it's a style that you don't see a lot in Dreams going forwards. There are very little Dreams that were made using animated drawings, and it's a platformer. Media Molecule famous for those. It's got 139,000 thumbs up and 300,000 dreamers played it, which gives it a 46.29% ratio. Now compare that to Dreamers Creations. The highest top, let me see, how many Dreams are higher than Media Molecules? Let's see. It's an awful lot. Okay, so there are 58 creations with a higher play-like ratio than this one. So, and the highest play-like ratio being 57.73. So this is 46.29, and it's Comic Sans. As a play on the font name. So it's got like 3D elements and 2D elements together. So they've been clever visually. Our character can only jump to move. And it's a cartoony style, which is really interesting. There are very few hazards, so everything that's drawn on here, you know, the cactuses aren't hazards. That hole wasn't particularly a hazard because you can only jump, and that sort of predetermined spacing. So it's going to draw legs on us now. You're playing it, but you don't feel you really have agency. It's like you're you're pretty much pulled along, if you like, by the platforming. It's not. You don't really have a game. It's not that taxing. And a lot of game jams are experimental and they have limited time. And this is more about the look and feel of this than anything else. The way it turns from a 2D to 3D is rather cool. I mean, they wanted to show off all the aspects of what Dreams could do. The drawing thing, going into the 3D thing. I bet everybody on the train was impressed with Dreams. Excited, maybe. And there it is. But, I mean, it's not really a game. It's an experience, really. What did everybody say? Very good game. I like the concept. But it isn't really a very good game. It's all concept, really. You should continue this idea. Now, that's the other thing, the other interesting thing. Media Molecule never really expanded on any of the games that they made in Dreams. It's like they made it and that's it, done. The fact they went back to Mega Penguin was interesting, made it a community event. But you notice there's no Mega Penguin in here. A lot of the stuff that they made while they were trying to advertise Dreams before it launched, before early access, and during early access, were levels that they never actually put out. There was a video of them making it, or a video of them playing it, or showing it. People going to conventions and showing it, but they never released it into the Dreamverse. And there's a few things that I would have liked to have seen, liked to have played with, liked to have remixed even, that they made, that they never released to the Dreamverse, which is a shame. They could do that now, surely. Just release the stuff they made in Dreams that before early access, or maybe that was on a different server and it no longer exists. I don't know. It's a possibility. So there it was. Do you agree with these play-like percentages? Do you think that it gives a screwed look at what's popular? But the thing is how many people liked it as to how many people played it. That really gives you an idea of how many people liked it. Because if 100 people play a game and they get 20 thumbs up, and another game gets 20 thumbs up, and 25 people played it, that means the majority of people that played it liked it. That would suggest that the game is actually better than the game where 100 people played it but only 20 people liked it. So it's in terms of popularity, it's an interesting metric to try and look at. But that's it for this list. Are you surprised at the list? Are there games in here that you think should have been higher? Or maybe that there's something that's completely missing from here that you would expect it to have seen. I mean, this is the top 60. Dreams below this had less than 1,000 likes, so I did not add them to the list. So let me know what you thought of this particular chart. So I'm working on the MM Picks at the moment, writing them down. I did not realise how many MM picks there actually were. I've got as far as nearly the beginning of 2021, and I'm over 1,000 already, and there's loads more to go, and that's just in the game category. So it's going to take me a while to actually get a spreadsheet down of all of the MM picks, and then I think I'll probably do charts based on genre. So you can look forward to that, and we'll go through those. In the meantime, don't forget, I do a thumbed up Dreams of the Week video. At the moment, it's every 2 weeks, because there's not really enough to make one video with 1 week's worth. So every 2 weeks, we had one recently, so there won't be another one for another week and a half. So join me for those. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in your dreams.